We're properly live now, which is great. We are having some technical difficulties because Kevin seems to have his internet down. He's not getting any of my texts, so it might just be me. We'll see. I'll keep an eye out on things and see if he starts up. But yeah, basically, I wish he was here because I'm not even that organized for this stream today. Like, literally, oh my word. We haven't worked on this since like Sunday, and now like I'm just out of it. I'm gonna make a to-do file just so we have like a clear idea of like what we want to do here. So currently we have an app. Maybe I should just go over what we have. That would probably be good. So we have an app where you can log in and log out and stuff. You can create a profile. All those things can be done. That is seen over here. I think my local host is running. Yeah, so I'm currently logged in, but I log out, I can log in as myself. My password's like 123456. I can go to my profile, which fetches my profile, which currently I got a display name Barry. I can change that to Barry Michael Doyle. Can I change that? Did we build that in? I don't think I can change that actually. Maybe I didn't set that. That's something we should do first. So let's go do that first, because clearly this is not working. So if we go to my pages and we go to profile, it should be working. Update profile. Yeah. Does it? Okay, I've got the label here and we've got the unchanged, and that's set display name. Oh, I don't have a... Yeah, I do have the unchanged here. Why is it not running? That's weird. Let's check the console if there's any issues. I feel like we did stuff and we didn't actually test it last video. That's not good. Because I am this person. Like, I've gone to my own profile, so I should be able to update, and it's not doing anything. Let's see. Maybe it's a problem in our actual field component. Let's see if this is triggering, which it should. The unchanged here is doing the handle change. Event. Should work though, because we're using the same field thing for this. Yeah, the event is triggering. It's just not actually setting the state. Okay, so the unchanged should run that. Okay, awesome. Maybe it's just the way I got this set here. The set display name should take in... I think this use effect is overwriting it. Maybe just console.log this to say this is running. Great. Bug fixing immediately. It's a good thing I'm doing this while we're waiting for Kevin, because yeah, he's gone. Okay, so that's what's the problem. This use effect thing is happening here, which I don't actually want it to happen like all the time. I only want it to happen when user changes, not when display name changes. Oh, and it's auto putting it in there. I don't want you to auto put it in there. So that's the thing. So it was this autocorrect thing. So this is complaining. If user.display name. You know what? I'm going to remove that if statement. That's what's causing the issue. So now I can run this and change my name to Barry Michael Doyle. And if I update it, it's updated successfully. Great. There's no like actual success message. It just updates. But it means now I can like go back. I can log out. I can log back in as myself and go to profile page, and it's saved. Great. So, and that means on Firebase, if we go to our TicTacToe game on Firebase, this is updated there. If that's working there, we know this is good. Okay, Kevin looks like he's back online, so maybe he'll join me now. Great. Users. Yeah, there we go. My display name is Barry Michael Doyle. Great. So he fixed a bug. That's a good start while Kevin was gone. fixed bug where display name wasn't being updated. Great. Wonderful. Okay, sorry guys, still waiting for Kevin. But anyway, so we have this app. Where's this app? The app is over here, where we have like a game room. Oh, it's just not loading the game room now. Don't touch a like thing in 2 days and everything breaks. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. So Kevin's been working on this on the side, so I'm also a bit confused. Okay, I think I changed this from room to something else. I need to go look at the root. So let me go look at the roots. Yeah, we changed this to /r. So that means my button over here. So we did a bunch of stuff where like everything's just broken because I didn't really been lazy. So that is R now. Again, now let me show you the app. So if we go to back to the home, we have this game room. Now this is a hard-coded game room. Everything's done there, but like it does update. Ignore the timer. The timer is something that I'm actually going to take the timer out now because we used it to prove a concept, but we don't need it. So we know about that. We can get rid of this, everything related to the timer, just because right now that timer is going to make life confusing for us. So we don't need anything relating to the timer, which means this can go back to being like a one-liner. I can save that. Okay, cool. We removed everything timer related except for these useless imports. I have a voice note from Kevin. I should totally listen to it online. Wait, my headset's off. I'll listen to him now.
Hey, my bro. Sorry, dude. My brother just reset the internet. I don't know why he did, but obviously it's probably having issues. I'm setting everything up now. It's just all loading quite slowly. Be there now, my bro.
Cool. Right, so Kevin will be with us shortly. I think you guys heard that. It's a voice note from him. So, just for people wondering, this is non-alcoholic, so I'm not like some crazy drunk. Right, so what was I going to do? Okay, I wanted to finally show off our game app. So we have a game app. It actually works. And it updates on Firebase. So, but currently the way that it works is it updates like client side. So the client side actually does all the checking for values and stuff. We want to kind of move it over, not really move it like, the client side will still do stuff, but we want to kind of prevent a user from playing if it's not their turn, and we want to have like a two-player kind of game thing. So we're going to start doing some code around like creating a game board. Now that we've got users who can log in and out, we want to like create a game board. So the first of all, like thing I want to do is give step one, allow logged in user to create the game, to create a room, I guess. Cool. Step two, list all created rooms. This is probably as far as we're going to get today, but step three is join a created room. So these once the step is done, the joining is going to be very easy. But the next steps you want to do is sweet. Step four is like allow player to claim X or O spot. And that's where we're going to link, like we're going to say player X is this user ID. Like i.e. player X equals user ID. There we go. I guess it's more like an example. So yeah, that's that. Kevin has said he's ready, so I'm gonna join up with him now. Let's move my face here. There we go. Pin this. Joining Hangouts.
Hey.
Drinking my Savannah.
Hey, what's up, my bro?
Hello. How's it going?
How's it going?
It's cool.
Dude, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I fixed some bugs that I guess we just didn't test last time.
Oh yeah.
Or one of them I introduced like later on in like another video. Like it was just the user wasn't updating.
Okay.
The display name couldn't be updated. I fixed that, and then clicking
Okay.
on go to game room didn't go to the right place, so I fixed that.
Oh, okay.
And now I'm just share my screen with you.
Sweet.
So basically, there's your face. I was writing out the steps of what we need to try and do, because otherwise we're going to be really confused.
Yes.
We'll probably only get to step 1 and 2. 3 is quite easy,
That's
so maybe
cool.
to step 3. But what I want to do is, I figured we'll do some weird Firebase logic stuff like later.
Okay.
So like step 5, rule the world. And then yeah, so like first we're gonna allow, if the user is logged in, we'll have like a create game room button, and that will literally just like doesn't take any parameters. It just makes a new random code.
Okay, cool.
And we like that will be pretty straightforward. The next one is listing them all. So listing them all should be fairly straightforward, but we also want to make it so that, like, I don't know, a user like, I'm going to make it so that they can create a game board and it's not actually going to be linked to them. It's just going to be like a new room, and like 2 people can join, like whatever.
All right.
I've got to think, maybe we should just make it so that a user hosts a board. We're going to make it so that a user can create a game room.
That was the initial way. Okay.
Step 1.1. Make board, make room owner, basically. So the room owner is the one who can like delete the room, or like whenever they create a new one, it's actually just it goes to their existing one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
So if they already own a board, then we go to the existing one. Otherwise, if they don't own one, we create a new board under their name.
Okay, cool.
And that's a board with a random 4-digit, like 4-letter code.
Cool.
We also need to obviously check, like, to make sure that that 4-digit code that we generate doesn't match an existing one. So
yeah,
it will generate a random string, and if it matches one, then we just regenerate a random string.
Cool.
Yeah, so let's get started with that. I guess for the sake of things, I'm gonna make a button over here, and it's if the user's logged in. So if the user's logged in, we're gonna say button. I'm gonna say create room. The other option down here, this go to game room, is going to be join room, which will go to like the list of rooms.
Okay.
So yeah, anyway, we'll get there. This create room, we're going to do like a hook thing again. So we need to make a hook where we create a new room. And that's where we got to do all our weird magical stuff, where like it's not something we've done before. We'll see how far we get tonight, because I'm tired and my brain is broken. So yeah, that's another factor to bring in. So on clicking here, we're gonna handle create room. So that's going to be a function. I'm just going to make it at the top here. Function handle create room. I mean, I guess it's EFG H. I should put it at the bottom. And for now, we're just gonna console.log create room. Since all our Firebase stuff is moved to hooks, we're gonna make a hook where we can do the create room thing. So we're gonna say like create room, and we'll have like an is creating room, and that's gonna equal use create room, which is a hook that we have not made yet, but I'm implementing it here as if we would do it. So let's actually get this whole thing sorted out. So this is just gonna create room. I guess it's an asynchronous function, so we're gonna await create room. And then I think what you can actually do, you don't even have to say handle create room. You can probably just put it in there, but maybe I'll test that out later if it's working. Oh yeah, we wanted to do the whole check thing, but we'll do that in the hook. Sorry, I know you're probably like, I don't know, you're silent and listening, and are you following with my random plans? Wait, are you still there? You're just quiet. Okay, cool. You muted yourself. Nice. Or did I lose hearing?
Oh, sorry, bro.
Okay,
I've been speaking,
yeah.
but yeah, I think I hit it by accident, and I don't
Okay,
know.
cool. Yeah, you've been
Yeah, sorry.
silent up until now, but I hear you now.
Cool.
So this is obviously disabled if we are creating. Again, we haven't
Yes.
built this yet.
Yeah.
That's the wrong one. I should be doing this one down here.
Oh yeah.
So, and then we're also going to do our little visual trick. We'll say if it is creating, this is going to be creating. Otherwise, it's going to be createe.
Cool.
There we go. And it is creating room. Yeah. So make it is creating room. Cool. That looks weird, but it's fine. It'll probably fix itself when we fix this. So
awesome.
This means we make a new hook. Use create room. I'm gonna export it as default so long so we have that out the way.
Yeah.
So there we go. And yeah, also one of the things I did was in the game room I removed the countdown stuff just so it's easier for us to look at.
Okay, cool. Sweet. Yeah, I can always add that at a later stage.
Yeah. So just thinking. Let me look at the use update profile.
Okay.
I'll look at that for like a reference for this use create room. Index.ts. Great. So yeah, we're obviously going to do use state because we need to do that for holding the is creating stuff.
Cool.
We're going to import DB because we're going to work with our Firebase database. So that's from services, interface output. This is going to be is creating room, and we'll say boolean, and then we're also going to have, I guess it should be above here, create room, which will be a function. It's not going to take in any parameters.
Okay.
Because we're just going to like look up with what we've got. So now I'm going to say use create room, and I'll try and comment out what we're going to do before we do it. Doesn't need any parameters there either, but it will give an output. Great. So const is creating room. So nothing we've done so far is new.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cool.
we will still set things up to do whatever we need. We're going to make an asynchronous function called create room, and that's the other thing we're going to export from here. Doesn't take in anything. We'll do a set is updating or is creating room to true. we'll do our try
Yeah.
catch. We'll do stuff in the try just now.
Okay.
But yeah, we have the error there. And we're just going to console.log the error. Not actually doing anything with it yet. And then we'll do the finally, where we set is creating room to true. Great.
Cool.
So yeah, in here we do stuff eventually. Finally, in all of this, we are again going to return our create room function that we just made up here. So
Yeah.
we'll call it in our app, and we also return is creating room. So now let's just export default this whole hook.
Cool.
Okay, so that whole hook's been exported. We've exported again out of here, and then in our page, the home page, we can use that create room and is creating room through destructure from this output here.
Yeah.
So that we can go create a room here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so that's pretty much that. One of the things that I need to save this page. Now we need to think about what we're going to do here, because we need to actually make it do stuff.
Okay.
So first of all, we need to first check, does the
Room
user,
exist, yeah.
yeah, does the user have a room? So if they
Okay.
have a room, we don't. We just go and actually redirect them. So we just say, if yes, redirect to. I think if yes, then we should return. So this is this function. What we're gonna
Yeah.
do is we're gonna make it return a room ID.
Yes.
So like, or it can be a string, or it can be undefined, because it could just fail to like return a room ID.
Okay.
So oh right, that's not gonna work. Yeah, you got to do like a promise thing there. I just don't know how to do that in TypeScript right now, but it's fine. So it's going to return a room ID. So if yes, return existing room ID. Cool. So we do that first, and then
Okay.
then that hops out. But if they don't have one, then we generate random room ID.
Yes.
Then we check if room ID already exists.
Okay.
If it does, regenerate room ID. Cool.
Awesome.
So
Perfect.
like that's a step. Then the next
Yeah.
step is to actually now that we've created a new room ID, like we need to go and like make that room. So now we
Cool.
create the room empty. So just we'll create a room normally empty, like as we already have a
Yeah.
room. We'll worry about the other steps later. We'll just create a room
Okay.
like we used for the default room.
Cool.
Like this basically like the use clear board looks.
Okay.
Like create a room like that.
Awesome.
Like I'll just say like use clear board. Cool. And then we also need to set players or set users room to match that ID. So when we create a room, we also want to say that the player now has that existing room.
Okay.
So we'll store that on the player record, like they've got a display name, but now they're also going to have like a room ID, which is an optional
Okay.
field. Like they only get a room ID
Cool.
once they first create a game. And if they try to create a game in future, it will just take them back to the existing room ID, because then they become the
Okay.
host of their room, so they can kick people out of their spots. you know.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
So that's why we're doing that.
Okay.
And then at the end we return the room ID, because this returned room ID is
Yeah.
going to basically it will yeah. I'm just thinking I must look up how to do this TypeScript just because it is important. Like we're gonna say over here in the home, we're gonna say
Yeah.
const room ID equals await, and then we're gonna do a history.push
Okay.
to go to that r slash or slash r slash let's make this backticks room ID.
Okay, cool.
Await effect has no effect. It doesn't have no effect on this type of thing. It's an asynchronous function. Create room is an asynchronous function. Did we make create room asynchronous function? Yeah, we did. Stupid thing. I guess we need to like basically say that it's a promise. So we have to say it's a
Okay.
promise, and then in here we say string or undefined. Come on.
Okay.
Must return a value. The function needs to declare type is neither void. Okay. So yeah, over here we return, again I'm going to return a string. If this is the case, we're going to return undefined. If this is the case, I guess there's no like, I guess the finally thing is where we flip, do we? Oh my gosh, I'm so confused right now. I forgot how promises worked. So that seems pretty happy though for some reason. Guess that's the case. Unreachable code. This code's not unreachable. Or the return statement was unreachable. If I delete everything and add it back in. Nope. So I'm gonna let the outcome equal undefined or room ID, or wait, yeah, let outcome equal, or output I guess, can be a string or undefined, and finally we're going to return output. I think that should work. Yeah, there we go. So it starts off as undefined.
Okay.
Over here we set output to equal the room ID, you know.
Okay.
So obviously if something fails, it like runs the catch, and then finally it runs this regardless of what happens. So
cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So that's a good step. To check the user if they have a room, we need to
Sorry, my bro.
yeah.
Just quickly, so set creating room at the bottom, it must still be true after it's ran, right? Finally,
It must be
set
false.
is
Sorry, you're
it
correct.
must be false.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Sweet.
Sweet.
I just made a mistake. Okay, cool. So
Awesome.
in order to check if the user has a room, we need to first make sure who the user is. So we are going to import use user from hooks,
Cool.
because we need to get the user. Was it use
Yeah.
current user? Sorry, it's use current user. So we just see the current user who's logged in.
Cool.
So let's say const user equals use current user. So we could use like another hook inside this hook, which is nice.
Sweet.
So this user, like, I guess we're assuming that the user does exist. because they can only click this button, run this
Yeah.
action if they exist. I don't know how to do that. We'll just do like, you know, if there's no user, then return
Okay.
return undefined.
Cool.
Does that break anything? No, it does not.
Mhm.
So great, because then it will hop out of this whole thing.
Cool.
Mhm. I mean, we could technically just chuck this whole thing into the try statement. Something goes
Yeah.
wrong, something goes wrong. We can do that with all the other things as well. Just check the whole thing in there. Although, wait, actually, we can't because that makes us scoped. Never mind.
Yeah.
Move it back up.
Hmm.
Cool. And I'm going to put that up there just for the sake of putting it up there. Cool. So output doesn't matter if we're doing this, but this we just want to like. Oh,
Cool.
no, we do want this under here because if there's no user, then we don't
Oh
want to set
yeah.
it to true anyway. Okay, cool. Sorry, organize that stuff. So now we check if a user has a room. So we first have to say db.collections at users doc at user dot uid. Yeah. So we're checking for the user, and
Mm-hmm.
then we say dot get. So essentially what we're saying here is we're saying const user details
Yeah.
equals await. So we're waiting to get the user details. Once we get it, we'll
Okay.
have that
Cool.
user details where we can say user details.doc.
Okay.
So we were checking if the user already has a room.
All right.
So we're saying if user details.doc dot, can I say .doc? Let me just go see the user room, how we did stuff there. So
Cool.
db.collection. Okay, there we got all the rooms. We only get a specific room.
There where we use if doc exists.
Yeah. It's .data. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. There's only a .data there. So if we say user details .data .room ID. So okay, this could potentially be undefined. So we just put a question mark there.
Cool.
So if that's undefined, or if again, it shouldn't be undefined. It theoretically won't be, because if there's no user, that doesn't exist. And yeah, everything breaks if that doesn't work out. So we're just assuming that
Yeah.
works. So if the user already
Cool.
has an ID, then
Yeah.
we want to return the existing room ID. Then return pretty much that, because that's what we want.
Cool.
Cool. So we got
Perfect.
that process out the way. So we're done there. Now we want to generate a random room ID. So to do that, I'm gonna make sure that our room ID is like not. Let's look at your face. Let's just do a JavaScript generate for data string. I wonder if okay, cool. So we could do something like that, except you can have just that.
Okay.
This is part of regular expressions. I got some more reputation, by the way. Like,
Awesome. Nice.
yeah, just answering random questions. Anyway, so they've got a make ID function here, and I think that's his length. So we can say, let's just copy this whole function.
Cool.
I'll put it up here for now, or right here. I'm just gonna make it on the thing. So I'm gonna call it gen ID. We don't need a length because we just always know that we're gonna make it 4.
Cool.
4. So you put the whole range in here. So I'm just gonna make it generate only these characters.
Okay, cool.
So cool. So that takes in nothing. It returns a string, and one line that because I can. And yeah, make this a let, make this a const, make this a let. So I'm just yeah updating it to like modern JavaScript. Cool. Like I can put this in the helpers, but I'm just gonna leave it here for now.
Cool.
You can change that later. So generate
Sweet.
random room ID. So now we're gonna say const random room ID equals gen ID. Great. We're actually gonna make it a let because we want to change it, potentially change it if it already matches.
Yes.
So exists assist. Okay, so now that works great. Now I'm gonna check if this room ID already exists. Yeah, it helps now that we've like written down the step-by-step kind of thing.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It's so important because otherwise we'd be so lost. So to check if the room already exists, we're gonna say db dot collection at rooms dot. Can I say find in here? Let me see a Firebase command form. So we'll find specific. Oh, actually, we can just say the doc at the ID. Because if it's undefined, then it won't be found. So if we say .doc, let me say random room ID.
Yeah.
Again, we got to say const found room equals await. So we're waiting to find the room. If found room, so this just means if it is found, then we are going to, we're gonna have to put this in a while loop. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say let new ID generated. It's gonna equal false. So that's a boolean. So while not new ID generated, we're gonna say let random ID equal, or we'll put this out here. So we're gonna loop this until we find a new ID. So what we're doing now is, and we're saying if found room, then, or we say if no found room, then we set new ID generated equals true. So what's happening here now is this whole process is we're gonna try find and then we'll do an else random room ID equals gen ID. So we start here, we generate a room ID, so we got a random ID here, like A. And now we try to find the room at that random room ID. If we don't find the room ID, that means it is a new ID, so we can say let this be true. I mean, let's just say if we found it, then we generate a new one, and then otherwise, I think this makes more sense. So if the room's found, then we generate a new one. Great.
Yes.
but otherwise we say like if it wasn't found, that means it's good. We've generated a new ID, so we can set this to true so
Okay,
that this
sweet.
while loop stops running.
Okay,
Because
cool.
if this
Awesome.
loop runs while this statement is true.
Yeah.
So
So we have to set it to true. No, that runs while it is false. Oh
yeah, it
no, while
runs
it
while
is
it's true.
true.
That's what the not sign here is for.
Okay,
So
yes.
yeah, it technically runs while this is false,
Yes.
but that's the whole statement runs while this is true. So if this is false, then
Okay,
the
cool.
statement is true.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
weird logic stuff. um,
Awesome.
so yeah, we do the process. We wait. If we find the room, then we want to regenerate the ID, and we run it
Yeah,
again. If we don't find the
cool.
room, we don't regenerate the ID. We just say new ID generated, and we have the random
Okay,
room
yeah.
ID. So that's all
Okay,
good.
sweet.
So done
Awesome.
that. Now I create the empty
Okay,
room.
cool.
So now we're gonna say db dot collection at users, not users, room, and we say dot doc, and we use the random room ID now. So we're
Cool.
essentially creating a new one, and we'll dot set this one.
All right.
So we're like, whatever was there, we're setting it. I'm gonna go use the new game room for this. Use clearboard, sorry, and I'm gonna put these values in here. We're obviously gonna have to set some of them. So
Cool.
by default, we'll just say X's turn. Player turn is going to be X, and starting turn is also going to be X.
Awesome.
Yeah. Or you can make it random. So we could do a math dot floor random.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this gives you why is this times 4 characters at dude, I don't even know. It's just JavaScript
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. I also wondered why it's times 4. I thought you put the times 4 in there.
I put the times 4 in there because I was replacing the length value that was there before. So I
Oh,
just hard
okay.
coded length. So generate random. So now I'm going to say JavaScript generate 1 or 0 or 1 randomly. I think it is just the math dot random function. Good question. So yeah, just gonna math dot round random. So
Yeah.
what math dot random does is it generates a random number between 0 and 1. So now we're gonna just do the round. So it will round down or up depending on if it's above. So this is good.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm gonna do okay, again we're gonna await this just because we're gonna wait for that room to be created first.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, we could have like you can set up a special promise thing. There's a way to say that we run this and we run the other one asynchronously, like, without waiting for each other. But I'll just do it step by step because it's less likely for stuff to go wrong.
Okay.
Or when something does go wrong, we know what went wrong, and the whole
Yeah.
process bombs out
Better.
rather than continues to try and do half the stuff.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm gonna say I guess we're gonna say a const starting turn. It's gonna equal math dot this dot random. So another thing with numbers, this is gonna give you a number 0 or 1. Now 0 means false, it's equivalent to false, and 1 means true, it's equivalent to true.
Yeah.
So that's a like data type thing. So
Okay.
if this is true, like if it's 1, then we render X. Otherwise, we render 0.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So now in here, this is basically, oops, I didn't mean to cut it. We'll just say starting turn. There we go. So now
Awesome.
it's truly random. Not that it matters.
Yeah, randomizers. Yeah, but it's just cool. Awesome. That's very cool.
So yeah, just a random little step in there. So we've created
Sweet.
the empty room, and now we gotta set the user's ID room to match it. So now we need to await db dot collection users. Maybe say dot doc at no, sorry, dot doc over here, and we gotta look at the user dot uid again, and we need to say update. So we're updating the document. So we're not changing anything else, we're just updating a specific thing, and we're going to say room ID is going to be equal to the random room ID.
Okay.
Cool. So we've done these steps, and now we just return. We said the output is going to be random room ID.
Cool.
Which gets returned in the finally statement. So that was quite a lot.
Sure.
Let's see if it works. So, we set everything else up to handle the click properly. So that's good.
Yeah.
So we should be able to just go to the app and go back, and we're going to create room. Obviously,
Cool.
it should actually redirect us to the room, because we set the history thing up to redirect when that stuff's done. So I'm going to click create room. It's creating the room. It's obviously quite a big process because it's a lot of fetching and stuff. You're fetching and you're doing the random while loop. I think we might be stuck in that infinite while loop. I think that's what's happening. I think maybe our generate random function is not working right. Let's just console.log the loop. Random room ID. I think this is where the problem is. What we had up here. This is probably not like.
Because didn't we have to say if the room is found, we have to set it to false again?
We might need to just set it to this math.random.characters.length.
Okay.
So it's gonna pick a random character.length. I think. Sorry, what were you saying?
I was saying, where the new generate new ID and stuff down there. So don't we have to also set it? Oh no, because if it's set to true, it won't.
So if we set it to true, then this statement becomes false, and we no longer need to run this, so we move on.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then we move on. Okay,
Let's
cool.
just see what's happening if I. Oh my gosh, it's stuck. Okay. Broke it. I wonder if Firebase actually updated. Because then we might know some extra details here. Okay, so that's still as it was. Yeah, nothing new here. So let's run gonna inspect just so we can see the console.
Yeah.
So create. Okay, so it is generating new ones. It's just not coming out of the loop.
Mm.
So yeah, definitely broken. Like I can't click on anything.
Jeez.
Okay. So the issue is there, we know that, because this should have said, okay, and it is generating a random thing, so that's good.
Yeah.
So I guess we should say that's weird. Let me console.log found room, because maybe this is the problem. It's actually giving me something here. It's supposed to say if found room does exist, then we, generate a new one. But I don't know.
But maybe that's what it is doing, because it is generating new ones.
Yeah, no, I think so. But I mean, theoretically, there isn't a found room there.
Yeah.
It's cool. We'll figure it out. So yeah, it is saying something there. There it says undefined there. So maybe if the dot, maybe there's like a dot something. I have to say dot exists. That's the thing.
Yes.
I think
On
I have to say
the
dot get.
ant.
That also helps.
Yes.
There we go. That's a good one. So if it exists, much better.
Okay.
I trusted that's going to work so much that I'm going to remove the console.log.
Cool.
Cool. So open a new window that's not bugged out in an infinite loop. So now let me just inspect here in case there's an error. Say create room. It's creating room. Okay. Progress.
Yeah, that is progress.
I don't know why the room's not found. Okay, it's not creating the room. I think I needed to say add.
Yeah, I remember we also used the
Let's
thing
see
to
if the
even like
user's
create
found.
the user.
So that
Yeah, I
worked.
remember. Okay.
Yeah, delete it now though. This didn't. So let's see. Firebase. I guess Firestore. Add a document to collection with specific ID because I don't want it to auto ID. So this is how to add it with a custom ID. Come on, that's what it said. I'm gonna visit. Update. Because that's what I'm doing. It's expensive. So they're doing .doc.new ID .set. This is supposed to be rooms, not room. That's the problem. Let's just make
Jeez,
sure we didn't
man.
accident. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, little typos like that, eh?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we're saying create room. Makes a room and it goes to it. So we have a new room here. And in
Damn.
here we've got new room. Yeah.
That is so epic.
Yeah, it's insane, eh?
What the hell, dude?
Yeah. I think we should add a new property in here though, and add one just to be preemptive. We're gonna make one called owner, and that's gonna be user.uid.
Okay, cool.
So a room will have an owner, and that will be the ID.
Okay.
So yeah, you can see that the user like has a. I mean, maybe we don't need this. I don't know. I think it would be good because you can just see, like we
Yeah,
can
check who's the owner.
identify the host
Yeah.
from the room rather than the
Yeah,
other
I
way
think it's
around.
very cool.
So you do have this like two-way data binding here where like the room knows who the owner is and the owner know who like what room he owns.
Yes.
Okay, let's just test another part of our app. So this is CIOD. Cool.
Okay.
So if we go back to home and we say create room, it should just take us to the existing room really quickly. Okay, close enough. So I think what we need to do up here is This is create room, right? Okay, so if the thing already exists, the room ID.
So you're trying to, if the room has been created and it's the same user, you want to redirect them to that same room.
Yeah, let me just see what's happening here, because it's returning like I guess we should just return output equals that. That might work. So return means hop out of the block now. It
Yeah,
doesn't actually return as an end. The return actually happens in the finally.
cool.
So return means hop out of the try statement, go to the finally part. So we're going to
Cool.
return output equals that, and that might work.
Okay.
But yeah, you're right. So what we're doing now is we can fix that. The room not found should be the h1 tag. Let me do that
Oh,
quickly.
yes. Bro, I actually wanted to say I need like next time we go through stuff for me to do, because like,
Yeah,
it was
I
like
mean, it's a
my
quick
mind
fix,
was,
so I'm just going to do it now.
yeah, it's quick. That's no problem.
Yeah.
But like next time we do it, I think maybe we just do it like in a little text format or something,
Yeah, I did
or
it
you
down
can
here.
just
We can do
WhatsApp
the
me.
text thing here.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah.
it'll be way better.
Mm,
Yeah, because I was like, oh shucks.
yeah, no,
That's
good
so
point.
there were so many things I didn't know which one to do, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see if this automatically takes us to the right place now. Yeah,
Cool.
it works. Cool.
Wow.
Uh, that's great. I'm gonna git commit that because that was a good checkpoint.
Yeah.
Implemented creating a room. Great. Sweet. That's a good start.
That's very cool. Damn.
I'm gonna make it your job to style what we're gonna do next.
Okay.
So you can make it look however you want that you think is cool, and you can obviously
Cool.
update it in future. And it's your job is going to be purely to style that stuff. Um,
Sweet.
so what I want to do now is I want to make a button. Let's start again at the UI side of things, so we know what like action we're doing.
Cool.
I'm going to make a button called join room. I'm actually going to change this go to game room to join room.
Okay.
So join room.
Oh yeah, because we don't want someone to just go to a blank room with no one
So
in
we're going to go
it.
to /r. Yeah. With this in mind, actually, on the Firebase side of things. Okay, we know this works. I'm gonna delete this one. No, I don't want to delete the collection. I just want to delete this. Delete this document. Okay, cool. Because this works now.
Awesome.
So, first of all, we need a root. So we have the button here. It says join room. And this is going to take you to a list of rooms that we can possibly
Okay.
join.
Cool.
So over here, I'm going to have underneath here, I'm going to have a root or path, and it's going to equal /r. That's going to be it. And the component is going to equal rooms. And rooms is going to be everything with an S at the end of it.
Cool.
Now let's go make our rooms page.
Awesome.
Easy and straightforward.
Yeah.
And we're going to say import React FC. Oh, this is a good session. Surprised at how much we're doing given the late nights and the exhaustion.
Yeah, but
And
it's,
yeah, and
I
it's
think it's
like,
because it's fun, really.
yeah, it's we're like progressing quite nicely. I didn't expect
Yeah,
this to
when I
go
saw
so
it
well.
work, now I was so excited.
Yeah. So const rooms is just gonna be FC. We're gonna return again, like just this. I will say h1 rooms. h1 comes from components. Space that out. So what we're gonna have now is we're gonna have an import. Not an import. What am I saying? So we're gonna have a const rooms, and we're gonna have is fetching.
Okay.
Cool. So we are fetching rooms from there, and
Yes.
this is gonna equal use rooms, which we haven't created yet.
Yeah.
Use rooms is gonna come from our custom hooks. Sorry, just hooks.
Yeah.
What I do in my projects, we have our
Yeah.
app imports look like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but this works better with create reactor.
Yeah.
So use rooms you haven't built yet, but it's gonna have rooms and it's gonna have is fetching.
Awesome.
If it is fetching, then we will return h1, and we'll say fetching rooms. Great. I forgot to say return. There's another case I want to just say. We're going to say if rooms is going to be an array. So if rooms.length equals 0, then we're going to say no rooms found.
Okay.
This step here. I'm going to make another step for you here.
Yeah.
So this is how you make a JSX comment. To do, create a filter component. So
Cool.
you're gonna make like an input where you search. We already have the input component, so you just make a field component that says filter.
Okay, cool.
And then the placeholder can be like by room ID or name, display name. So
Okay, cool.
what we're going to do with the rooms is we're going to show, we're going to have an object of like display names for the owner. So we'll have like an owner, and we'll have like a room ID.
Okay.
And what you can do is you can do the table heading thing as well, and just say like, you know, owner and room ID. But then you'll make a filter component here, like which is going to be a field that you type it in and it will filter out the results.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and you can, there's two ways you can filter it. You can either manually filter it, like filter the actual results, or you could make it so that the filter goes into this use rooms hook, which is probably better because later on you might want to do like pagination and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you can do it inside here, that would be cool. If you put like the filter value in here.
Okay.
So let me just make a thing with to-do notes.
Cool.
And I'm just gonna leave it here.
Sweet.
Create a filter field that when updated, like every time filter changes, you need to well, I mean, the value is going to be a fixed value that goes into here. So every time this changes, the whole thing will update anyway. So it's like, yeah. So create a filter field. The filter string should be passed to the use rooms hook and filter via Firebase. I guess like, yeah.
Cool.
Like Firestore. So you're gonna have to like Google that part. But we have kind of done it before in the contestants where we did.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, we've done it in the leaderboard app. So
yeah, where we filter through the Firebase data to get certain
you
ones.
can even do that highlight thing that we did.
Okay, cool.
Bonus. Yeah.
Bonus.
Highlighter. Cool. But yeah, also
Awesome.
first make things look fabulous.
Okay, cool.
Great. Winky face.
Awesome.
Cool. So yeah, that's your to do stuff.
Cool.
Obviously, just do it
Thanks, my
step
bro.
by step. Like if you can't do one
Yes.
part, yeah, leave it. But yeah, do it one step at a time. So once you're done making it look cool, commit and push.
Yeah.
Then try the filter
Cool.
thing, commit and push. Then try the highlighter
Sweet.
thing, commit and push.
Awesome.
So yeah, that way you can get stuff done. How's
Cool,
it,
man, bro.
Zahid Farouk? I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm just terrible at pronouncing. I assume you're Indian.
Yeah.
Most of my people who subscribe to me are Indian. And yeah, that's the thing. Anyway, let's do this part. So what's essentially going to happen here is we're going to look at rooms.map, and the room is going to have like a, this is what you'll style in the end.
Okay.
You can even make this into its own room component, but room is going to be like, I'm just for now going to make like a div, and you can style this however you want to make it, but I'm going to say
Okay.
room ID dash room owner name. I guess just owner. I'll call it owner. And the
Okay.
owner will be
Cool.
like a string. That's their display name. So
Sweet.
great. Why is this complaining? I mean, we'll know what rooms is once we
Yeah.
set that up. So that will fix
Cool.
itself. Okay, let's go make our use rooms. Not user rooms. There we go. Cool.
Cool.
Index.ts. I'm going to try to do as much as I can without looking at everything else. So we're going to have the use state for the is fetching. We're going to have the const. Well, let's have the interface first. Or first we need to import DB because we need that from services. So we get our Firestore
Cool.
DB from there. And we have
Bro, over here, do we have to import React in the hooks as well or not?
No, so React is only when you have JSX. Like, so here
Okay,
we don't
when
have
we
any
have,
of that, but in our
cool.
pages we have JSX.
We need it there.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
So React
Awesome.
is for like, yeah, reading
Just the J.
JSX.
Cool.
Good question though.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was also very confused early on. It's like, why do I need it here, not here?
Yeah, sometimes it's stuck.
Yeah. So rooms is going to be an array of another thing. Room item. I'm going to make a room item. It's going to be an array of room items. If we reuse this somewhere, we'll move room item to typings. But if we don't, we'll just leave it. So room item is going to have ID, which is going to be that string. And it's going to have owner, which is also going to be a string.
Yeah.
Great. So now we say const use rooms. It's going to equal like nothing. We're not taking anything in. Obviously, if you do your filter, to do add filter. So you'll have to do that, and that will go in there.
Okay.
Filter. Yeah. That's just a comment again to say, okay, space there for filter. So default use rooms. Okay. So I'm going to say the state for is fetching.
Yeah.
Set is fetching. It's going to equal use state. false initially. We're also going to have a state for rooms now that we're holding values. We're not calling a function, we're holding values. So rooms, and we're going to say set rooms. And because rooms initially is going to be an empty array, we need to say that this is going to be of type room item empty, like room item array. So it's an array of room items. Just need to set the output here. So we're using that. And in the end, we're going to return is fetching and rooms. Great. This can actually go on one line. Looks dumb on multiple lines. There we go. So we're also going to have a use effect here.
Yeah.
This use effect will run. We're actually going to subscribe. We're going to do the subscribe thing that we did before, but we're also going to update it when filter is updated. But filter is not there yet, so I'm just going to comment it out. I'm just kind of giving you some guidance for when you need to do stuff. Okay. Cool. So I'm going to look at the user room now because I'm unqualified. So we're going to do a const unsubscribe because we are like monitoring a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
We say db.collection rooms, and now instead of doing the .doc room ID thing over here, we just do it on snapshot. So whenever rooms updates, we have like our thing. Cool. I've got to think a little bit. I assume over here, instead of having a .doc, we'll have docs, like many docs, because we're not looking at a specific doc.
Okay.
So this docs means now we need to say I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking the best way to do this. Can we map docs? I guess we technically can. We can set rooms. In this case, we're also going to set is fetching to true first time, and then we'll do this whole if is fetching, then we set it to false. Blah blah blah. We don't have an on catch here. We could add one, but we're going to leave it for now. I'm just moving ahead and filling in all the boilerplate. We're going to unsubscribe. Done. So in here, we're going to set rooms to the docs.map. And yeah, we said doc in here. And we're going to return. Oh my word. This is more complicated than I thought. Make this bigger. So the set rooms is just going to be like this whole thing wrapped around, like, you know, like this docs.map is going to return an array, but the map part is going to alter it. It's like when we map through rooms in the client side on the JSX, you say like for each room, return a JSX item. So it ends up giving you an array of JSX items. What we're doing here, I feel like I'm saying sex. But like over here, we, instead of like for each item, we're going to return just a simpler object.
Okay, cool.
So here we're going to have the doc.data. So doc.data, and then we have a bunch of stuff in here. We have the owner. In this case, the owner is an ID. Okay. So we actually want to find the user with that ID and get their display name.
Okay, cool.
Which is quite hectic, actually. So, I guess we don't need to await that. We just, I don't even know. I'm just going to keep doing stuff until I get stuff right. So, so this owner is an ID here, but the owner that we're going to return is going to be the display name. So in here, we're going to need to get db.collection at users. at doc. And now we're looking at that ID. See, so the
Okay.
doc, and this is the ID. And now we say .get, and I guess we say .data, .display name. I think we're gonna have to await it though. So in here you're gonna have to say await.
Okay.
So
Does
const.
that mean we have to make it async?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe. I'm just there's so much that we're doing in here. It's actually a bit crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Like we could just save the user's display name in there, but then it's not updated if the user changes the display name. So that's why we do it this way. So that like
Yeah.
you're linking to the user and not just what their display name was when they created it, So that's the reason we're doing it like complicated style.
Okay.
But user.data dot display name
Would it not still be doc.data? No.
this is the doc now.
No, that's the doc. Yeah.
I could say user doc. Yeah, let's change these names just so they're easier to understand. So room docs, and this is going to be room doc. That's going to be room doc. Oh my gosh, such a mess. Yeah, this is this area here, the room docs. This is supposed to be snapshot. So this is snapshot, and now we're going to say snapshot dot docs, and then we for each room doc there. Now we have another problem. It's just because we're not returning anything, so we're going to return owner. So much. Okay, this needs another bracket here. Okay, where am I? So many things, dude. So many things.
Yeah. And the top snapshot, does it also need, right after on snapshot, are those two brackets around snapshot supposed to be there?
They're not needed, but they can be there.
Okay.
I think
Cool.
it's adding it automatically just because it's
Okay.
yeah, it's the way my ID is set up. I think it's prettier and stuff.
Uh,
I prefer it to not be there, but I think it's just the way this TS-lint is set up. Let's try and find the problem. An array of all the documents in query snapshot. Okay, that's just because it doesn't match room ID. If I said display name, no, owner is the display name. If I said ID is AAA, then that works. That's cool. Okay, this is where the await is confusing. Does that work? Nope. Does this work? Nope. Hmm. Okay, let's do some Googling. JavaScript await in map. What does this guy do? Okay. I'm so confused.
Mm,
Okay. Right. Can I just do this? This might work. Might not work. Here's a promise. Oh, freaking. I do have to do this. Blah, blah, blah. Because when I take that away, then I've got this problem.
yeah.
Because that's a promise.
Hmm.
Or is this a room snapshot? No, that makes no sense. Okay. So I do need to do an await here. But I'll make a function in here. Called stuff.
Yeah.
This is essentially what the function is.
I'm just gonna async that. Okay.
Yeah. So you're gonna get rooms like that.
Okay.
Get rooms is gonna be the snapshot dot. Sorry, I left out this line. The snapshot is that firebase.firestore.query snapshot. Firebase.firestore.queries document snapshot. Or was it query snapshot? Or just query snapshot, not query document snapshot. Firebase. Wait. Final little things. Document data. There we go. There we go. I fixed my types. Totally fine.
Awesome.
So messy. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna set my rooms to get rooms. Flip. I need to move this part out as well. The unsubscribe.
Oh.
I'm so confused there. I'm just thinking, yeah, we're gonna get this. It's gonna work.
Cool.
What's wrong here? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. This is fine. It's not fine. Right. I need the snapshot in here. Okay, now what's wrong? So yeah, that's where we have to do some weird, wacky stuff over here. Say the dot get data and then dot then. And then we do the data. So that's actually what this needs to be. We've got to do something like this. Async function get data. So we're gonna say async function get data rooms.
Mm.
And now we're gonna say promise dot all, and now we do this crazy whacked up stuff. think I can say the async in here. Okay, let's comment that out. And now I just gotta figure out what the heck is wrong over here. What flip. So for now, I'm just gonna say ... Figure out what else is going on. Okay, so I'm definitely missing a bracket. That's one of them.
Okay.
Just looking back at this. So there they do they make that its own async function. So we gotta put this into its own little async function, like this.
Okay.
So we call this format room.
Cool.
Room is gonna go in here. Call it format room doc, and then we'll take a room doc here. And I'm gonna again change it to other status async function. What a mess. It's room doc. I gotta say what the heck a freaking room doc is. That whole thing again. So it's the same thing, except it's a query document snapshot. Okay, progress.
Cool.
So for each room doc, well, this is what the format room doc is gonna do. Oh my gosh, seriously. Oh, objects possibly undefined. Question mark. Or make it an empty string. Or make it like unknown. Just say like something stuffed up happened.
Cool.
Okay. Right. Sorry, I'm a bit confused at the moment. We'll fix that soon enough.
Sweet.
This format
Yeah,
room
this is
doc
quite
will go.
simple.
Yeah. Format room doc will go into here. This is quite the process. Oh no, what's wrong now? Frick. Get rooms makes dependencies on. Okay. Wants me to move this into a. Oh, that means I have to change the freaking format back to the other thing.
No, still have to. Oh man.
Oh, since it's all one line, I can just do that. And they want us to put it in a use callback. Add an extra thing in here, and suddenly it should all be fixed.
Jeez, dude.
It's for performance reasons. Okay. What's wrong with this? Expected 0 arguments. Yeah, we don't use any arguments in here anymore. No, but we need arguments. What did I do wrong? That's not supposed to be like that. This is supposed to be like that. Crap. Is that still fine? Okay. Yeah. freaking breather now.
Doing there can't get rooms equals use back. Can't we? Shouldn't we be putting the arrow between the brace? Or is that the callback works like that?
I mean, you can do this if you wanted to. But that doesn't make a difference. They're all on one line, so. There might be a new problem here. Okay, argument type is not assignable to. Oh, I know what's wrong here.
What?
So we have to say this, and then we have to say .then. And there's data. And we're going to say set rooms is going to equal the data. So that's what this promise all thing is. We wait for all of each thing to be done, and then we do this data thing.
Okay.
Could move this out into its own async function, so you only have to do the dot the await stuff. But I mean, screw it. This is good enough. This is easier to understand. So
sure.
We should do that dot then in here. Move this into there. Like that. Just because you have to wait for that get rooms thing to work. Okay, so theoretically, okay, I mean, we have other problems, but that's with something else. Then that means we don't need this, do we? Yeah, no, that was just for reading. Okay. That's a nightmare. Anyway, let me just look and think about where your filter should be.
Okay.
It's my phone battery low, that's why my camera froze. So
damn,
your filter needs to be in here, I think. It's confusing. Okay, first of all, let's do this ID thing quickly. So this ID is supposed to be equal to something else. The room data here .owner.get. ID just needs to be room data .id, I think. Because the room document, if we look on Firebase, I don't even think we need to say .data.id. We just have to say room.id.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's chilled.
Cool.
That one's easy.
Because we're not fetching it in the data. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
Your filter needs to be so what you basically need to say is dot filter, and this dot, I'm just gonna say yeah, it's just like, again, this is gonna be I'm gonna call this formatted rooms because rooms is already taken over there.
Okay.
But you're gonna do your filter here.
Okay, cool.
So just like a normal array filter. So they've already got all the rooms. Oh,
okay.
Flip.
What?
Just thinking. Because we're not actually doing anything Firebase side. This is horrible. Yeah, I think for now, just implement filter here. there's probably a much better way to do it, because like I'm just thinking later on, if you had lots of stuff, to paginate it properly would be a mission.
Okay.
But yeah, for now this is good enough, I think.
Cool.
I'm just trying to think. It's so weird. Um, okay, can't do it up there. You might be able to do it in here, but I think that will only be where the IDs match. So I don't know if you're able to
Okay.
do that. Yeah, but don't worry about that .where stuff now. Let's implement the filter here for like Stack
Okay.
Overflow, like the .where question for that.
Okay. Cool.
I'll make like a complicated thing for that.
Okay.
Okay, what's wrong with this .rooms thing? Okay, we just need to export this use rooms now. That was crazy.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, we had the gist of what we were trying to do there. It was just kind of making it work syntactically and with TypeScript as well, and with React ESLint
Yeah.
release. So yeah, quite a crazy thing. Let me just rerun this here on start. I think that's the issue. So and I need to make the rooms again. You're gonna clean this up like by making
Okay.
this like a pretty thing. So I'm just gonna like hard code the on click in here. What you should technically do is make this its own component.
Okay.
But here we're gonna history dot
Just
push
put that in the
comment.
in the comments up top or whatever, just so I remember.
Remember to make this into its own component. Cool. There we go. History.push, that's going to come from React router. Use history. You're going to move this into its own component as well, but like you'll understand when you start doing that. So history, let's use history to do move to individual room component. It's like our contestants and contestant components, like that kind of functionality, where like each contestant is its own component, and you make this its own little component inside here. So you have like room slash room. You could call it room item or just room. Like yeah, either way is good. So in here, I want to push this to go to /r/room.id. There we go. So theoretically, if I say join room, it's going to fetch rooms and it's going to break. Why? String by sorrows away. So owner requires its first argument to be of type non-empty string, but it was undefined. What was undefined? Use a doc, I guess. Okay, let's track to where we got with this. So first of all, I'm going to console.log roomdoc.data. And see if that worked. Okay, I need to look at my console. So this is my room.data, and there's no owner in there. I think that's because the first one that I created didn't have an owner. So I need to make a new room first, not delete collection, just delete this document. It's probably gonna delete the whole collection anyway. So that's because we made this change for create room.
Yeah.
Where we put this owner in here. We did this after.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we need to create a new room first.
Okay.
So let's go back to our app. Theoretically now, if we say it should just say no rooms found. Good. That's
Yes.
what we expect. I'm just gonna be a little OCD and say capital rooms found. You can put a back button in here.
Yes, I'll do that. Put it in the list.
Yeah, for whenever there's no data, just add a back button.
Sweet.
So yeah, I'll leave comments like that, and you can just look at them.
Cool, my bro. That's
Cool.
awesome.
So let's create a room. That's not what I expected to happen. First of all, in roots, I need to go back here and say exact.
Oh, yes. Just see.
Okay, so what went wrong in adding a room?
Oh,
Create
didn't
a room,
really.
loading rooms, not found. Okay, I know, there she is. My user already has a room.
Oh.
So yeah, now that we've cleaned data up, if we go back to here, we're gonna actually make a new room. Create a room.
Hey.
There we go, it's created a room. Now if I say
Damn.
join room, we say in fetching rooms. Okay, that's just the general thing. We need to add a key
Yeah, the
into our
key.
thing.
Yeah.
That's simple. But if I click here, it goes to my room. It goes to the right
Okay,
room there.
cool.
Cool.
Awesome,
So
dude.
that means I can get rid of this. And in rooms, I'm just going to say key equals room.id. Okay. That was pretty
My
good.
boo. My boo.
Yeah.
What?
So if we join room, you can see everyone. If we also add a back button in there.
Yes.
So you want to add it for up here and down here.
Cool. Sweet.
Add back button here too. Okay. I'm gonna commit this and add, like, push it. Committed user rooms. Cool. I'm gonna get push that.
Cool.
And I'm gonna yarn deploy it as well. Cool, that's happening. So just to check things that are working like properly, so log out and log in as, I don't even know if I've made there's only one user so far. So
Cool.
I'm gonna sign up instead, and I'm gonna make example at hi.com. Make their password 123456 1234556. We're signing up. Cool, that worked. I'm logged in. That's some issue we can sort out another day.
Cool.
It's like it still works. It's just yeah, some subscription things that we're not cleaning up.
Okay.
The join room. This is just gonna fetch the one for now. I'm gonna create a room for this guy. So great. Now if we say join room, there's one for
Cheers.
example and one for me. And if I change my name to Mr. Example, now go back and I say join room, it will be Mr. Example.
That's freaking
So I can
cool.
join his room, or I can join my room.
Yo,
This room will
awesome,
have
bro.
stuff. If we join the other room, Mr. Example, this room has stuff. If we go back and we join the room and we go back to me, you see the stuff on that side. And if I go
Dude,
to Mr. Example, we'll see the stuff on that side.
yo.
Yeah.
Hmm. That's very
Oh, that
cool.
was insane.
Yo.
It's a good session. So,
Wow.
yeah, you do your homework stuff of making things look pretty.
Devs.
Tomorrow we'll add some more information on saying like who's the owner, and
Yes.
like we'll add that functionality of like claiming a spot. Um,
Okay, cool.
like so we'll have player X, and then we'll be like there'll be a join button if it's undefined, and player
Okay,
Y
cool.
um, like just at the top there. Um,
Okay, cool.
and then like we can add additional functionality to say if you're the board owner, you can like kick someone off the player spot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, so just go back out quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Say back to home. So you now when you say join room,
Yep.
so now there's two rooms, but the guy that you currently logged in is Mr. Example, right?
Yeah.
So now if you join your room, Barry Michael Doyle, so now
Yeah.
you're in Barry Michael Doyle's room.
Yeah.
So now basically you've linked two people to one room already, eh?
Well, I haven't linked two people to one room. I'm viewing the room. Like you can be logged
Okay.
out if you wanted to, and you can still look at a room.
Okay, cool.
So you're not linking yourself yet. Um,
Okay, not yet.
the only
Okay.
person who's linked to a room is the person who's the owner of the room. So Barry's linked to
Okay.
his room, and Mr. Example's linked to his room.
Okay.
But they can still view each other's room without any like relationship, like because everyone can see
Yes.
everyone's room theoretically.
Yes. No, of course. Yeah.
Unless
But
like
I'm
we
saying,
add a password functionality to it, but yeah.
yeah. But now I'm saying, say I go on my computer now on once it's pushed up, and I create my own room,
Yeah,
and then I go join your room. Can we play against each other already?
yeah. So yeah, we can play
Technically,
against each other on my room or on your room as long as we're both on
that,
the same room. But what I want to do
that's very
is like tomorrow's video is
yes.
create that like thing where you sign up as player X on this person's room and player Y. Like
Yeah.
you lock yourself in as player X or player Y.
Yes.
And
And
now
if it's
only
not
player
X,
X
it's
can
not
play
yes.
when it's his turn, and only player Y can
Yes.
play when it's his turn, and have that
Yes.
kind
I
of
get it.
thing. And then a third person can
Yeah.
watch the game, if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Like,
That'd
yeah.
be awesome, dude.
So yeah,
What the hell?
it's pretty
That's
cool though.
awesome,
It's crazy. It's so
dude.
weird. This
Yeah.
whole like link thing.
Yeah. This is blowing my mind. It's also very different, like to see it done in TypeScript, like with
Yeah,
types.
yeah. I mean, it's
It's way different.
it's been breaking my mind too because I'm trying to think like how are we gonna do this, and now it's like oh we've done
Yeah.
the hard work now because
Yeah.
user login works when we
Yes.
create a game as a user. It's like yeah, this is the hard part. So it actually
It's
gets a lot
so
easier from here, I think. Um,
rad,
I
man.
mean, the proper filtering and pagination stuff might be a mission,
Yeah.
but like might not do that. We might just skip that in another project when we actually need it.
Sweet.
For now, I can just show people long lists of like game rooms. They can just scroll down for
Awesome.
days. I
Rad,
don't know.
man.
If it gets long, I don't know. Like, yeah, we could do pagination stuff. It might be good. But I want to
Okay.
figure out how to do the filtering first, like properly, like
Yeah.
where it does like a database kind of filter rather than like a filtering on the database results.
Yes, of course.
But I'm not sure the best way to do that. Like I know how we can do it with the where thing, where the
Yeah.
ID partially matches the filter, but that doesn't
Yes.
account for the user ID thing. So I'm just like a bit confused
Okay.
there. So
All right.
yeah, we'll see.
Ah, yeah. Well, the progress is quick. Like what you do, dude. It's crazy. Like, yeah. It's shocking. It's like what?
Yeah,
Rad,
but
bro.
that was good
That's
stuff.
awesome. Yeah, that
All
was really
right.
cool.
Oh, better end the stream for people.
Yeah. Cheers,
Goodbye,
people.
internet.
I
Have
think
fun.
we are definitely done for tonight.
Are you keen to do tomorrow night?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, cool. So tomorrow
What time?
night, sometime. I don't know. Should we make it like 9?
Okay, that would be cool.
Yeah. Then yeah. Then 9 sounds good. Okay, so 9 p.m.